Hello everyone, me, your friend Krishna Kumar Chaudhary, came with new content, that is continuity of a function. Okay, the content of today is continuity of a function. Oh, earlier we have discussed about limit of a function. Now continuity of a functions. Okay, you do have two types of definition here. One is for the calculation and another is analytical definitions. So let's talk about the first calculative definitions. A function fx is said to be continuous at x equal to a if we know that when the limit exists, that right hand limit should be equal to right hand limit should be equal to left hand limit. So here the if right hand limit no is equal to left hand limit, okay, left hand limit which is equal to functional value. No, if all three are equal, then we can say the function is continuous. No, that what does it mean? That is, how will you express its right hand limit? That limit x tends to a, no, x tends to a of positive of fx, which is equal to limit x tends to a negative of fx, or and functional value, how will you calculate? Obviously that is f. No, if the condition satisfies, then we can say function is continuous at x equal to a. Equivalently we say fx to be continuous at x equal to a, continuous at x equal to a if for positive h greater than 0. No, that is limit h tends to 0 f a minus h, that is left hand limit, which is equal to limit, or positive you can write, no problem. This is right hand limit. Why to change the order? Right hand limit h tends to 0 f a minus h, which is left hand limit, and which is equal to functional value. Now if it will happen, then the function is continuous at x equal to a. Now x equal to a, we say the function is continuous at x equal to a. The definition is same. The problem what will be the when to apply, in which case we will apply the upper one, and in which case we will apply the lower one. The lower one which is applicable for the single functions, I will say in the example while doing the problem, and upper one obviously there must be equal to function will be more than 2. If a function is single, no, and is said to be not equal to, then we will apply this one. The domain is not equal to, if it is said, then we will apply the lower one. So we have another definition, even analytical definition. Analytical definition. What is the definition of continuous in analytically? A function fx is said to be continuous at x equal to a if for any given epsilon greater than 0, that is any positive number. For given positive number, there exists a delta greater than 0, depending on epsilon. Obviously depending This delta will depend on epsilon, depending on epsilon, such that the modulus of fx minus fa. Now if you functional with the functional value, if you take the difference and magnitude of this, that must be less than epsilon for all x satisfying 0 less or equal to modulus of x minus a less than delta. This delta will depend on the epsilon. This is analytical definition. Similarly, we can define this analytically. How will you define it? Of continuous, I will change the paragraph. A function y is equal to fx is said to be continuous in an interval I. No, if and only if it is continuous, if and only if it is continuous at every point of I, at every point of I, no, of I. If you have taken any interval you will take, the function is no lap or no gap, no, then the function is called continuous. Is said to be continuous in an interval I if and only if it is continuous at every point of I. Now suppose I will create the here figure. Say suppose this is x and this is y axis and function is created here. No, you can say this one is one of the function, or you can say straight line, that is y is equal to x. You suppose this is y equal to x, one of a straight line function is your a straight line. No, and you have taken the interval here. No, suppose this is interval a and suppose interval b. No, the interval is a comma b. Interval what you have? Interval is a comma b. No, then what will you do? There is no any lap, no, between a and b in the function, then the function is called continuous in the interval. Okay, and we have in the continuity we have two types. Okay, continuity is categorized as two categories. No, one is continuity from right. First one is continuity from the right. No, from the right, continuity from the right, or right hand continuity, or you can say of this, or you can say right hand continuity. Right hand continuity. No, right hand continuity. Okay, this is also called as a right hand continuity. How will you define it? Is defined by, directly I am going to write, continuity from right or right hand continuity is defined by, if it will happen this limit x tends to a of fx, no, means limit exists, that will be equal to limit x tends to a positive of fx, then we can say it as a limit from the right. And similarly we do have limit from the left. No, continuity from left, from the left. I will write here similarly we have continuity from left, continuity from the left, or left hand continuity, left hand continuity. How will you define it? Is defined by what? Just instead of this right hand limit you will keep the left hand limit, limit x tends to a of fx, which is equal to just left hand limit notation, limit x tends to a negative of fx, which is called a left hand limit. No, continuity from left, this one is called continuity from left. after then I would like to, after this definition of the continuity, generally calculative continuity, definition of calculation one, no, this one, regarding to this, no, I would like to go the problem, question for this, so that function fx is equal to 3x plus 1 when 0 less than x less or equal to 3, and next function, say a function that in the domain x square plus 1, in the domain that when 3 less than x less than 6, and in next domain you have function 3x minus 1 when 6 less or equal to x less than 9, is so that this function, this given functions is continuous at x equal to 3 but not at x equal to 6. You need to show that the function is continuous at 3 but not at 6. That you need to show. So very easy for this. The solution, what you need to do in the calculation, we have various functions in the domain, in various domain. So obviously we will apply this one. If there would be the only one function and is asked to prove the continuity, then we will go to the lower one. So we will apply this one for now. So let's solution for the function for the continuity. What you need to do, where you need to check that x equal to 3. No, you need to show left hand limit, right hand limit, and functional value 3. So I'm going to, for f3 we have f3. No, add 3 means what? You need to see this one, this domain. You need to see this domain and you need to see this domain. No, 2 domains you need to see only. Other rest of the domain leave it. This function leave it for now. No, only this and this. So f3, where is equal in the 3? X equal to 3. Obviously the function will be your 3x. No, you have 3x plus 1. The value is x equal to 3. X value you should keep 3. No, x value you should keep 3. f3, which is equal to what? 3 into 3 plus 1, which is equal to 10. You got functional value, that is f3 value, you got how much? 10. Now let's find right hand limit. No, you know, for the continuity, right hand limit, left hand limit, functional value all should be equal. So right hand limit, so expression of this limit x tends to 3 positive of fx, no, which is equal to limit x tends to 3 positive for the x greater than 3 domain. You should see x greater than, which is the case x greater than 3, obviously this one is x greater than 3. No, and for that what you have function, that you have function x square plus 1, x square plus 1. If you will substitute the value, how much you will get? 3 square plus 1, that is 10. No, directly I am going to write 10. And similarly left hand limit, that is x tends to 3 negative of fx, which is equal to limit x tends to 3 negative. For the x less than 3, what do you have? X less than 3, where is the domain? X less than 3, obviously the first one. For that what you have function? 3x plus 1. If you will substitute the 3, then you will get 10. What you obtained here? Obviously you obtain right hand limit equal to left hand limit equal to functional value. So we will write same. So what we will write? We will write since right hand limit equal to left hand limit equal to functional value, so function is continuous at 3. Function is continuous at x equal to 3. Now your target is, what is the questions? First you have shown this at x equal to 3 it is continuous. Now your target is to check whether the function is continuous or not at 6. So let's similar technique at 6 you solve it. At 6 what you will obtain? At x equal to 6 what you will get? First let's calculate f6. Where is equal? Just see the domain. Where is x equal to 6? Obviously this one, lower one. No, x equal to 6 you have here. No, x equal to 6. For that what you have function 3x minus 1. I will write here 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1, that you need to substitute x equal to 6. If you will substitute, what you will get? 3 into 6 minus 1, which is equal to 17 you got. Now which you got what? 17. Okay, and similarly you need to calculate right hand limit, which is notation of this is limit x tends to 6 positive of fx, which is equal to limit x tends to 6 positive. For positive, identify the function x for the right hand limit, which will be the x greater than 6 domain you should see. Which one is x greater than 6? This is x less than 6, and this one is x greater than 6. For that what you have function 3x minus 1. So write it here, 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1. If you will substitute this, obviously you will get 17. Now your target is to find left hand limit. No, left hand limit is your limit x tends to 6 negative of fx, which is equal to limit x tends to 6 negative. No, 6 negative. For the 6 negative means less than 6. See the domain x less than 6. X less than 6 is obviously this one. And for that what you have function x square plus 1. Write it here, x square plus 1. If you will substitute, what you will get? 37. No, what you conclude there? Since right hand limit is not equal to left hand limit. No, left hand limit. If you would calculate earlier that instead of right hand limit you would calculate left hand limit, you would get the functional value is not equal to left hand limit. There you would stop it. Okay, no need to calculate then right hand limit. So since right hand limit is not equal to left hand limit, so fx is not continuous at 6. Not continuous at x equal to 6. This is your shown. No, you have proved that the function is continuous at x equal to 3 and not continuous at x equal to 6. So next one, you can try this one yourself. You have a question for this. A function fx is defined by fx equal to 3 plus 2x for minus 3 by 2 less or equal to x less than 0. And next you have function 3 minus 2x for 0 less or equal to x less than 3 by 2. And last function minus 3 minus 2x for 0 obviously not 0, x greater or equal to 3 by 2. These are the function. This is defined function, and you need to show that. So question is your show that fx is continuous at x equal to 0 and discontinuous at x equal to 3 by 2. No, show it. Okay, you yourself you can complete it. No, in the similar technique, at x equal to 0 you should check it, and at x equal to 3 by 2 you should check it, and what you got you should write it. Whether it is shown or not, that you should conclude it. Now I would like to go for the single functions that you have written in the definition. This one, no, this one, where you can apply this. So question is your where you will apply. Question you have examine the continuity t of fx equal to e to the power minus 1 by x by 1 plus e to the power 1 by x. This is the function when x is not equal to 0. Okay, the single function you have, and 1 when x equal to 0. So you can, obviously you have distinct the problem, I think, where we will apply. So let's have solution for this. You need to check the continuity. Obviously you have the point 0 at x equal to 0. You need to check it. So first I will write f0. What is the f0 value for the x equal to 0? You have the no function is there, so direct value is there, you write it. Already functional value is given, no need to calculate. f0 equal to 1. Now let's find the right hand limit. Right hand limit, that you have limit h tends to 0. No, f, actually the value formula was a plus h. No, formula what was there? A plus h. But instead of a, what you have at point, what is the point here? 0. Instead of a, just keep 0 plus h. So what you will obtain? Obviously you will obtain limit h tends to 0 fh. No, fh. Now you have the function what? Fx. Just instead of x you substitute that h. What you will obtain? Then you will obtain limit h tends to 0 as it is, and you will obtain e to the power minus 1 by h and by 1 plus e to the power 1 by h. This is the function in terms of h. No, sometimes it will be given in terms of x. Say this is fx minus 1 by x minus 1, then you should write h minus 1. Wherever you got x, there you should replace this inside the bracket 1, wherever the x will be. Like suppose there x is square minus 1 would be there, then, or you can say h minus 1 would be, then just instead of x you should substitute h minus 1. No, just substitute the value what you have. So let's go to for the calculation. So limit h tends to 0. For the calculation, you bring this in denominator. So what you will obtain? 1 by indices law e to the power 1 by h, and inside 1 plus e to the power 1 by h you have. So limit h tends to 0 and multiply it 1 by e to the power 1 by h and plus e to the power 2 by h you will get. Indices law, just addition will be, no, 1 plus 1 2 by h. Now substitute it. No, why you haven't substituted here? If you would substitute here 1 by 0 infinity and here 1 by 0 infinity, so infinity by infinity form would become just reduced in the simple form. So what you will obtain? The substitute now 1 by, obviously you will obtain infinity, and this one also you will get infinity plus infinity, or infinity, which is equal to 0. So what you obtained here? No need to calculate the left hand limit. Why? Because functional value is your 1 and right hand limit you got 0. So both are not equal. Since right hand limit is not equal to functional value f0, no need to calculate further. So the given function is discontinuous at x equal to 0. No, so in that way you can complete the exercise 1.4. I will show lastly one more definition you have. That is removable discontinuity. Removable discontinuity and continuous extension. Two definitions are there. Continuous extension, you can extend it up to where the continuity will be, continuous will be function. Now if, let's have definition, if a function fx is discontinuous at x equal to say suppose that the function is discontinuous at some point. One of the point is, say that point is c, x equal to c, function is continuous, but what you have, but limit x tends to c fx exist. That means what? Means right hand limit and left hand limit are equal. No, limit exists means this right hand limit and left hand limit are equal. Now due to the functional value, the function is discontinuous, then no, due to functional value is discontinuous, okay, then the point x equal to c is called a removable discontinuity of fx. No, that point is called removable discontinuity due to the functional value. You got what? Discontinuous. So due to that point you got discontinuous, and that point is called a removable discontinuity. What do you know about the extension? Continuous extension, I will keep the gap here. Suppose if we define fc to be limit x tends to c fx. No, if you define fc, functional value, we defined as to be this. No, then new function or functional value which is continuous at x equal to c is called the continuous extension is called the continuous extension of f to c. You know, this is the definition of removable discontinuity and continuous extension. No, removable discontinuity means due to point, means functional value is different than limit exists, then that point is called removable discontinuity. And if you define that functional value to be next another function or functional value you have defined, then that function is called continuous extension of f to c. No, now let's have the problem. Okay, exercise 1.4 is this one. You can see here 1.4. No, 1.4 you can complete it. For this you need single function, similarly the extension one, equivalent one. No, and this one for this one to be continuous, this one also. No, other as it is, no problem for this. Other as it is, you can complete this. If you have problem, then you can message to me or you can ask to me. No, I will try to solve it. Okay, thank you. This much for today.